Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally doesn't work. Let me turn the lights on here so we can open for business. I thought I was done for the day, but you never finish when you're dealing with the Dallas Cowboys and all of their haters. Some interesting news today, contrary to what was being reported before. Early in the season, the Atlanta Falcons didn't extend Julio Jones. There was some Atlanta Falcon fan out there that was saying that they were going to have the highest paid quarterback and wide receiver, and apparently that person doesn't really understand much about football. Just because you have the highest paid people doesn't mean that you're going to win. Take a look at the Miami Dolphins when they had Dominic Sue. Yeah, he was the highest paid defensive lineman ever. But what did it do for him? Didn't get a ring. Quite frankly, for you Atlanta Falcons fans, it may be better that they didn't extend him because, see, here's what's happening. It's the Dez Bryant effect. What it is, and I've said this before, it's not a matter of desire, but wide receivers are one of those positions that you start peaking at 28 and you start tailing off. You're still productive. But the problem is your salary you still have going up. So Julio Jones, of course, over the last 3 years has been going downhill. His numbers have started kind of tailing off. Yet he's looking for more money. So if all of a sudden you go ahead and knock it out of the park and those numbers continue to go down, it hamstrings you. And what you're beginning to notice now is NFL teams are more risk aversive, going back to my story where I wasn't professional, as somebody put it, that I should be a disgrace because I was eating my pie, my congratulatory pie, that made me feel a little bit closer to my daughter, that was unprofessional and something I should never do. But I suggest to that person that if you don't like what I do here, especially since you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan, maybe you should find a different channel. Or maybe you should start your own and show us all how to be successful here on YouTube. That's actually what I would rather see. But anyway, be that as it may, what you're seeing is teams have guys that are really good players, but you're not seeing them come out that much with the mega deals like they used to. The Cowboys cut Dez Bryant because they said, at $16 million, the production's going down. Let's cut our losses. Maybe he'll be productive someplace else, but right now we can't afford that. The Atlanta Falcons are looking at Julio Jones and saying, yeah, but what are you going to be 2 or 3 years from now, and we're going to be stuck on the chain for all this money? Even the Cowboys with DeMarcus Lawrence, it's kind of like, do we want to try and tie up $90 million over the next 5 years, and we're not sure? And it's not just those two teams. Le'Veon Bell more than likely won't be in Pittsburgh after this year. They franchise tagged him twice, and they're not sold on thinking that he's going to be productive for 5 years. He's great right now, but we all know running backs get old really quick. So they're okay with saying, we'll do the franchise tag again, but they won't do it a third time because the number will end up increasing, 1.5 times where it is now. So you're looking at a number that will be way, way too high. So you can see a guy like Le'Veon Bell walking. So this is the new way teams are looking and doing business. And I think they're following along with something that I kind of said before. You look at a New England. New England doesn't have these out the park contracts. And instead of waiting for a guy's production to get to the point where his contract is untradeable, what they do is, before that contract needs to be redone, they trade them for value, get picks, and get young guys. And I think teams are beginning to take notice of this and saying, let's save the cash. Let's not take the risk, and let's have these guys play. And another person out there you could say that right about now too is Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas is getting old. Seattle's looking at, we don't want to be tied up for years down the road for an aging player. We'll play him with this year's money, and when he walks, he walks. Or we trade him to get something else. But this is the new way NFL teams are doing business. They're not overpaying guys anymore. What does that mean for the players? Well, it means you're getting squeezed quite a bit more. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to that Atlanta Falcons fan creating his own channel so he can show me how to be professional. We're only 51 days, guys, 14 hours, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds away from kickoff of the 2018 season. And unfortunately, the website that I had my other clock on has got issues, so now I got this butt ugly one. I'm hoping it'll come back. Oh, other news. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali to cover the Cowboys. We're going to be headed out to California on the 1st of August, and we're going to be at camp on August 3rd. And we're working on having some really nice stuff that's going on. Miss Jackie might be there, and who knows who else may be there. But we're definitely going to be doing a meet and greet up. Michael Anthony Fitness will be there. And like I said, we're working on some special guests that we'll be talking about later. So as always, friends, this time I mean it. I am going to bed so that way tomorrow morning I can do my Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys report and bring you the latest on the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Mark Holmes with Cowboy Joe Boo, and thank you guys for getting me over 25,000.